multi-talented girl who's taking a break from her hosting duties to entertain you because they're pretty good. Here's Madison. Yo, yo, yo! How are y'all doing tonight?
Great!
I'm sure most of you remember me, and I'm told I'm a most memorable character. For those of you who don't, this is my third and final year here doing this gig, and every year I always seem to have some sort of issue getting here. A couple months before my first show 2 years ago, my mom asked my brother, sister, and I to clean our rooms. Need I say more? And last year, on our way over, my dad rear-ended another car. The car was driven by a dwarf-sized man. They were running over and yelling at my dad, saying, "I'm not happy." At which my dad replied, "Then which one are you?" All I could think of is, oh my gosh, I don't have time to save my dad from this little guy. I've got a show to get to. Anyway, this year I was well prepared, sort of thought. The day I received Mrs. Caracciolo's email about the show, I immediately started to clean my room. And then I told my dad the show was an hour earlier than it actually was. And do you want to know what? I was still 10 minutes late. Anyway, I really need a good laugh from all of you, because after I tell this next story, my dad's sure going to yell at me, because he's got a real short temper, if you know what I mean. That day, I asked him to take me over to Target to get a few things, and he said, "Not today, honey, I'm a little short." And I said, "So? You were short yesterday, too." What makes today any different? It's not like I was going to ask you to get anything off the top shelf. Hey, do you want to know what my dad calls the 4 major food groups?
What?
Fast, frozen, instant, and chocolate. The other day, after a stressful day at work, my dad started packing up his things and told a couple of the people he worked with that he was going to retire and live off his savings. And you want to know what his coworker said?
What?
Oh, guess we'll see you tomorrow then. Being dad gets little respect. No pun intended there. Takes it out on us kids. I think he thinks us kids are ugly. One year we got him a wallet, and he still carries it around with a picture of the family that came with it. And this other time, my brother got kidnapped. The kidnapper sent my dad one of my brother's fingers in an envelope. And my dad said, "Can you send me more proof that this is my son?" You know, this is really beginning to ruin my self-esteem. The other day, my mom took me to the doctor. I told him exactly what was bothering me, and he said that I was crazy. So naturally, I said, "I would like a second opinion." And he says, "Okay, you're ugly too." Hey you, why are you laughing at my jokes? I tell you what, I'll gladly give you $2 if you laugh today when I get discovered. So this one time I got lost. So I did what any smart, intelligent kid would do, and I walked up to a policeman and asked for help. After looking for a while, I asked him if he thought we'd ever find our parents, and he said, "I don't know. There are so many places they could be hiding." Oh, and this other time, my friend called me and told me to come over because no one was home. So I went over, rang the bell, and really, no one was home. Last week at dance class, I hurt my leg. My mom took me to the doctor, and on the way we got lost. On the way we got lost, so my mom rolled down the window and I asked, "Do you know where Michigan Avenue is?" And he said, "Yes," and walked away. How rude. When we finally got to the doctor, I told the doctor, "I hurt my leg. What can I do?" And he said, "Limp." Do you ever have those pesky, stupid, unanswered questions that you're just afraid to ask because they're just plain stupid? Well, here goes. Do you ever wonder why you need a driver's license to buy liquor when you can't drink and drive? Or why they sell cigarettes at gas stations and smoking's prohibited? something by car or truck, it's called a shipment, and when you send it by a ship, it's called cargo. So many of my friends' parents are divorced. I guess I'm a lucky kid. My parents really figured out how to make a marriage work. 2 days a week, they go out to a restaurant, have some wine, a little bit of food. Yeah. Mom goes on Tuesdays, Dad goes on Fridays. Have you ever been to that beautiful new Apple store in the Rockaway Mall? Well, I was in there last week with my dad, and while we were there, he seemed to be having a little gas issue, if you know what I mean. People were looking at us and staring and walking away. And I told my dad, I said, "Look, you're embarrassing me by sneaking up the place." And he said, "Is it my fault they don't have windows?" I bet when most of you saw comedy in the program, you thought you were going to have to sit and listen to a first or second grader telling silly little one-liners. Well, you don't. You have to listen to a fifth grader telling silly little one-liners. So does anyone know why deer need braces? Because they have buck teeth. Hey, did you hear the one about the red ship and the blue ship that collided? They were marooned. So anyway, my aunt would never be complete if I didn't bring up the New York Rangers. Not literally, as I'm only an 11-year-old girl who can't even play hockey. Wait, we have something in common.
Yeah! Let's go Devils! Right.
But seriously, why don't the Rangers drink tea? Because the Canadians and Red Wings have all the cups. What do grizzly bears and the New York Rangers have in common? They both go into hibernation in the fall.
You're walking home.
Thanks, Mom.
Let's go Devils!
Hey, want to know what else I have in common with the New York Rangers? We'll both be watching the Stanley Cup Finals on television. You've been great. No, you've been more than great. You've been stupendous. You are a great audience. And if you really want to help build my self-esteem, visit me tomorrow on YouTube and you can watch tonight's show called No Respect for Maddie. Oh, and check out my Facebook page.